How are you? My name is Michelle Conner. I'm your VCS for Living Environment. Today we're going to be looking at the Regents Week project, day one, and we're going to be looking at the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So just a basic overview of how the lessons are organized. The first few slides, anything in gray, is a teacher resource, which is really good for using for your lesson plans. Some guidance to also differentiate. So these will get deleted out before you make a copy for your students if you give it to them in Google Classroom or something like that. The purple heading is our question for the day. The pink heading is our objective for the day. Yellow is the instructional model. Green is independent work. Orange is check for understanding. And our blue is wrap up. Anytime you see a blue box, this is where the students can actually write information. So it's good to make sure that you make a copy so they can use this. So like we said, today we're going to be looking at the UN Sustainability Goals. So one thing you definitely want to do is go over this little video with your students so they understand what really they're working with. Remember, you can click in the actual slideshow itself, or you can go ahead and click the YouTube video. So this is a quick little video. I definitely show them this so they get a better understanding of what's going on. Now the independent work, it's going to be looking at questions from the Sustainable Development Agenda, and it gives them the actual page that they're looking for. So remember, any of these blue hyperlinks, you can click out to. And this gives them some basic understanding of what's going on, what they're looking at. And this is where they can get some of their information from. So you'll see here, you're going to be using evidence from this chart. So this is a really good way to scaffold things like this, is to make sure you give the students, if you're trying to get them to pull specific information, kind of the place to get it from. Especially with a website like this, there's so much information and so many different places they can click on and go to that it's important that you give them really what you're looking for. So this is all overview. And you'll notice their overview of the goals on the side. So sustainable goals. Now remember, if they click them, it's going to bring you to the actual page. So you want to make sure that if they're just wanting to look at the overviews, that they just actually scroll through the general overviews themselves. Then what we're going to be looking at is actions. And then the next part is really what the students are going to be kind of like picking and choosing for. So they are going to be identifying one goal. They're going to do research and take action on themselves. So they're going to be able to click the corresponding tiles. I'll go ahead and show you that. And then they're going to explore some information. So their goal, and then why it's interesting, meaningful, and a connection they can make. So if they go ahead and click on the website, the goals are on the side. In these tiles. And then once they go ahead and click on the tile, it'll bring them to the page that corresponds with their tile. And there's a lot of information. A lot of them have videos, different graphics, goals, links. There's a lot of information here, so it's really good that they're able to kind of get some information. I like the overview page as well, to kind of just give, like, if they're not really sure where to start, the overview page is a really good place to get some information about each topic. This way they don't feel like it's too much information, or they have to sift through everything to figure out if it's something that they relate to or not. And then there's just some basic wrap-up questions. So remember, this project is a 7-day project that takes place during the week that the Regents is there. So this is day one.